still going.
That quickly. More adversity today, losing Jalen Hurts. Here's a deep ball to De'Ami Brown. Perfectly dropped in. What a throw.
Jayden Daniels, the Washington Commanders' rising star quarterback, has recently become the center of attention in the NFL world. His remarkable rookie season performance has not only earned him prestigious accolades, but has also brought an unexpected spotlight on his relationship with his mother, Regina Jackson. Daniels' recent statement about his mom has shocked the sports community, disclosing a dynamic that goes beyond the typical mother-son relationship in professional sports. Daniels' journey to NFL stardom began with an impressive rookie season that saw him break records and lead the Washington Commanders to unexpected success. The 24-year-old quarterback won both the AP NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year and the Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Year awards, cementing his status as one of the most promising young talents in the league. His on-field performance was spectacular, with Daniels setting the record for the highest points per game for a rookie quarterback. The statistics from Daniels' rookie season paint a picture of a truly versatile player. He threw for an impressive 3,568 yards, completed 25 touchdown passes, and only gave up 9 interceptions. But Daniels wasn't just a threat in the air. He also showcased his running abilities, rushing for 891 yards and scoring 6 touchdowns on the ground. This dual threat capability made him a nightmare for opposing defenses and a key factor in the Commanders' success. Daniels' impact on the Washington Commanders was transformative. He took a team that had struggled with a dismal 4-13 record in the previous season and led them to an impressive 12-5 record. This dramatic turnaround didn't end with the regular season. Daniels guided the Commanders to their first postseason victories in nearly 2 decades, ultimately reaching the NFC Championship game. Although they fell short of making it to the Super Bowl, losing to the Philadelphia Eagles in a 55-23 showdown, the season was widely regarded as a massive success for the franchise. In a recent interview, Daniels revealed that his mother, Regina Jackson, is his #1 fan. While this might not seem shocking at first glance, it's the extent of Regina's involvement and influence in Daniels' life and career that has raised eyebrows across the NFL community. Daniels elaborated on his mother's dedication, stating, "She goes to every game, no matter if it's cold, rainy, snow, she's going to be in the stands for sure." This level of commitment is impressive, but it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Regina Jackson's role in her son's life. Regina Jackson is not just a supportive mom sitting in the stands. She plays multiple crucial roles in Daniels' professional life. Jackson serves as Daniels' manager and is also an NFLPA certified agent. This dual role gives her unprecedented influence over her son's career decisions and contract negotiations. What's truly unconventional, however, is the extent of Regina's protective nature, particularly when it comes to potential distractions in Jayden's life. In a clip from Amazon Prime Video's docuseries, The Money Game, which explores how college athletes navigate the world of name, image, and likeness, Regina was asked about her biggest concern for Jayden as he transitioned to the NFL. Her response was candid and surprising. "Girls, them girls." Regina elaborated on her concerns, saying, "Some girl out here, she's got a Jayden Daniels wall and her mama says, 'Hey honey, you're going to be the one to get him.' And I know that sounds crazy, but I guarantee there's someone who's trying to get their hooks into Jayden Daniels. So thank God he got a mama like me because it ain't happening." These comments sparked a range of reactions across the sports world. Former Eagles running back and Fox Sports co-host LaShawn McCoy responded in apparent agreement, saying, "Sound like my mom, LOL, the mom's cameo." This suggests that Regina's protective instincts resonate with other athletes who have experienced similar dynamics with their own mothers. Jayden Daniels himself seems to take his mother's protective nature in stride. When told about his mom's comments, Daniels laughed and said, "I bet she did say something like that." He has previously spoken about his mother's efforts to ensure he's surrounded by trustworthy people, stating, "Nothing gets past my mama. She reads people. She doesn't want to put people around me that she doesn't feel will benefit me." The influence of Regina Jackson extends beyond just keeping potential distractions at bay. According to reports, Jayden Daniels is currently single, focusing entirely on his budding NFL career. This level of dedication and focus is rare for a young star athlete, and it's clear that Regina's guidance plays a significant role in this decision. Regina's influence on Jayden's life and career can be traced back to his college days. Daniels has consistently emphasized the role of both his parents' support in his success. On the Pivot podcast in December 2023, while he was still with the Louisiana State University Tigers, Daniels said, "Everything they've done for me, I've been so grateful for." Regina Jackson's public persona has also become a topic of interest. She's not content to remain in the background and has become a public figure in her own right. Her fashion choices often make headlines, particularly her appearance at the NFC Championship game, where she was spotted wearing a custom jacket covered in pictures of Jayden. This bold fashion statement clearly displayed her pride and support for her son. After the Commanders' loss in the NFC Championship, Regina took to social media with a rallying cry for fans. She tweeted, "Let's not lose sight that this team made it to the NFC Championship game. Keep supporting 5 and this team no matter what. Rep your burgundy and gold." Her use of team slogans and colors demonstrates her deep investment in her son's team and career. The Daniels family's impact on the Commanders hasn't gone unnoticed by team ownership. Josh Harris, the controlling owner, expressed his gratitude for finding a franchise quarterback in Daniels. During a postseason press conference, Harris said, "We have a massive opportunity. None of us are taking that lightly. We're all fully committed to continuing to build our team and be elite over the long term." Harris further emphasized the importance of Daniels to the team's future, stating, "We're looking for commanders. We're totally focused on improving our team from last year, and I think we're going to do that." This sentiment clearly indicates that the Commanders see Daniels as a cornerstone of their franchise moving forward. The public's fascination with the Daniels family dynamic has led to increased scrutiny of their personal lives. Some have speculated about the appropriateness of Regina's level of involvement in Jayden's career and personal life. However, both Jayden and Regina have consistently defended their close relationship and the positive impact it has had on Jayden's success. The public reaction to Jayden and Regina's relationship has been mixed. While many admire the strong family bond and credit it for Jayden's success, others have raised questions about the level of independence afforded to a professional athlete in his mid-20s. This debate highlights the unique challenges faced by young athletes in the public eye and the various ways families navigate these challenges. Looking ahead, expectations for Jayden's sophomore season are sky high. The Commanders are planning to build their team around their young star quarterback, and Regina's role is likely to remain significant. As Jayden continues to develop as a player and public figure, it will be interesting to see how his relationship with his mother evolves and how it continues to impact his career. The Jayden Daniels-Regina Jackson dynamic challenges our perceptions of what parental involvement should look like in a professional athlete's career. It raises questions about the balance between support and independence, and the role of family in navigating the complex world of professional sports.
It also is a reminder for us how important officiating is. And I think the men and women that officiate in the NFL are outstanding. They have the highest possible standards. That's ridiculous theory for anyone who might take it seriously.
As the National Football League gears up for Super Bowl 59, Commissioner Roger Goodell has addressed a growing controversy surrounding the Kansas City Chiefs. The team's unprecedented run of success, culminating in their third consecutive Super Bowl appearance, has sparked speculation about potential favoritism from league officials. During his annual Super Bowl week news conference in New Orleans, Goodell took a firm stance against these allegations, dismissing them as a ridiculous theory. The Chiefs, led by quarterback Patrick Mahomes, are on the cusp of making history as they aim for their third straight championship. Their opponent in this high-stakes matchup is the Philadelphia Eagles, setting the stage for a rematch of their thrilling 38-35 victory 2 years ago. This rematch has intensified the scrutiny on officiating decisions that have seemingly benefited the Chiefs throughout their playoff run. The controversy surrounding the Chiefs' success has its roots in several contentious calls during their playoff journey. In the divisional round against the Houston Texans, 2 roughing the passer penalties were called in favor of the Chiefs. These calls drew criticism from viewers and commentators alike, including respected Fox broadcasters Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, who deemed them questionable at best. The situation escalated further during the AFC Championship game against the Buffalo Bills. A crucial fourth down spot involving Bills quarterback Josh Allen became a major point of contention. The measurement, which went against the Bills, reignited debates about the accuracy and fairness of human-based ball spotting in critical game situations. This incident, in particular, fueled the narrative of potential bias towards the Chiefs. These controversial calls have led to widespread speculation on social media platforms, with fans and analysts questioning the integrity of NFL officiating. The timing of these incidents, coinciding with the Chiefs' continued success, has only served to amplify the voices of those crying foul. Addressing these concerns head-on, Commissioner Goodell devoted a significant portion of his 48-minute news conference to the issue. The setting of the conference, held in the Saints locker room, provided a stark backdrop for what would become a defining moment in this ongoing controversy. Goodell began by acknowledging the passion of NFL fans while simultaneously dismissing the notion of officiating bias. He stated,
A lot of those theories are things that happen in social media, and they get a new life. As you say, it's not your theory, but it's out there. Nobody wants it to be their theory. And so I understand that. I think it reflects a lot of the fans' passion. And I think it also is a reminder for us how important officiating is.
Goodell drew parallels between these allegations and previous conspiracy theories that have circulated about the NFL. He said,
well, this sort of reminds me a little bit of the script, right? That I write a script, and I have the script for the entire season. Listen, I think from a lot of those theories are things that happen in social media, and they get a new life. As you say, it's not your theory, but it's out there. Nobody wants it to be their theory.
While firmly rejecting the notion of bias, Goodell did acknowledge the need for continuous improvement in officiating. He stated, but at the end of the day, it's something we have to work at. How do we make our officiating better? This acknowledgement suggests that while the league stands behind its officials, it also recognizes the importance of addressing fan concerns and striving for even greater accuracy in game-changing decisions. Goodell provided insight into the NFL's comprehensive approach to officiating evaluation. He explained that the assessment process extends beyond on-field performance to include aspects of officials' personal lives.
Our officials are evaluated in several ways. It's not just the performance on the field, but it's things that go on in their own lives. And we have a very tight controls over that. We monitor that very closely in a number of ways.
The commissioner highlighted the challenges faced by NFL officials. He stated, "It's a tough job, a really hard job. I've never seen a more dedicated group of people to getting it right, doing the best job they possibly can, and I'm proud of the work they do." Addressing technological advancements in officiating, Goodell discussed the league's plans to implement virtual line-to-gain measurements. NFL executive Kimberly Fields provided additional context on this initiative. He said, "What this technology cannot do is take the place of the human element in determining where forward progress ends. There will always be a human official spotting the ball. Once the ball is spotted, then the line-to-gain technology actually does the measurement itself." Goodell emphasized the ongoing collaboration with technology partners to refine ball spotting techniques. He stated,
The accuracy of it, number one, the reliability of it, number two, because you have to be right when you do it, ultimately. And so I think technology is advancing at such a pace that we obviously incorporate that into our game, but you really need to test it, make sure your data is right, and then implement it when you think you have it right.
The commissioner also addressed the potential expansion of replay assist technology. He indicated that the league is considering adding face mask penalties to the list of reviewable plays. Goodell emphasized the benefits of replay assist technology, which provides officials with additional camera angles to aid in decision-making.
And I think we have been more transparent now. When we make a mistake on the field, we say it. We're not afraid to do that, but there's so many times there's confusion or they don't understand the rule, and that includes people on television too, Kurt. Don't take it personally.
Not in the studio.
And I think that's something we continue to work on to communicate better, educate better, but also to use technology.
In defense of the Chiefs' success, Goodell pointed to their impressive regular season performance. He noted that out of the Chiefs' 15 wins, 11 were decided by one score or less. This statistic, according to Goodell, is indicative of the league's overall competitiveness rather than any bias towards a particular team. He stated,
if you look at the Chiefs' record, which I think is an amazing thing, people talk about the competitiveness of our league. The Chiefs, with their 15 wins, 15-2 this year, 11 of those 15 games were within one score. And I think that talks about the competitiveness of our game and the importance of how we officiate it, but also the competitiveness of how we play it.
While the officiating controversy dominated discussions, Goodell also addressed several other pertinent issues facing the NFL. One of the key topics was the league's commitment to diversity and inclusion policies. In light of recent political developments, including the Trump administration's efforts to ban diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the federal government, Goodell reaffirmed the NFL's stance on these initiatives. The commissioner stated,
"Well, I think I've said it before, Jared, but listen, we got into diversity efforts because we felt it was the right thing for the National Football League. And we're going to continue to those efforts because we've not only convinced ourselves, I think we've proven ourselves that it does make the NFL better."
He emphasized that the league's policies are designed to be compliant with both current and previous administrations' guidelines, stating, "Our policies have been designed to be well within the law, well within the practice. There are no quotas in our system. This is about opening that funnel and bringing the best talent into the NFL." Goodell also addressed the Rooney Rule, a policy that requires NFL teams to interview diverse candidates for head coaching and senior football operation positions. He described it as a canvas from which the league can find candidates from different communities. The commissioner shared that the NFL has benefited from expanding its pool of candidates, stating,
"And so many of us, including the National Football League at our office, are doing that voluntarily at all levels because it has benefited us." And I hear that from companies on a global basis, is that that's a very strong hiring practice that we are adopting also.
On the topic of international expansion, Goodell expressed optimism about the potential for an NFL franchise outside the United States. He stated,
"I do think there's a potential that someday we're going to have an international franchise. And if we do, I think it would not surprise me at all if a Super Bowl follows and is played there."
The NFL has been actively expanding its global footprint with games played in England, Germany, Mexico, and Brazil in recent years. A game is also scheduled for 2025 in Spain. Goodell acknowledged that hosting a Super Bowl outside of North America would present challenges, particularly in terms of time zones for U.S.-based broadcasters. Despite these potential hurdles, the commissioner's comments suggest that international expansion remains a key priority for the NFL's long-term growth strategy.